to throw on the other side of it, because then you have the flip side. Because I think most people who have dementia have a duality. Yes. Well, in Kane's past perspective, divided in the.
You know that is Jewish?
Yeah. No, I don't think they would do it. I just went back. So, yeah, but no. I would get a French
You know that.
This is a French film thing, yeah, last year when Dougie and Show went, before that, Crystal and Great argument. Because I just started airing in France, I started like 4 months ago. So now I can make sure France.
Are you coming from?
Yes, I know, I heard that.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, the fun we should do there.
Yeah, the law, yeah.
Huh? Wait,
You
you
speak
have fun
French?
to come?
Yeah. Do you see like old school kind of channels?
Just have to know people.
Okay.
Tell them you know Daniel. Say you know Daniel. Oh, it's not gonna be that bad.
Victor Newman speak French. Imagine the poor guy got that job. They have to translate this version. Yeah.
I'll help you out.
How do you say? You got that?
I'll work on it. What's your name? What is it? Victor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's not like, what? It's like Canadian French and it's pretty weird.
No.
Wait, look at
Just when I did Beastmaster, they went to like 100 countries, and I saw it, and I see myself do Italian, German, some other Eastern European languages. It's fantastic. And I'm like, wow. And the guy who was the German guy who did sent me a message a while back. It's like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm the guy who translates you into German. I'm like, really? That's cool. You guys, do you have any tips? I'm like, maybe sound good.
I would know you.
Maybe sound like,
you know I'm going to.
yeah.
I would change my decision one day.
You wonder, huh? That might
That's why when my mom tell me, oh, you can't eat meat. Forget, by the time it's too late, I already had it.
That'd be interesting. I really need to see that. No, because I was in Cyprus once, and I got there, I was turning on the TV, and it was on in Italian. It's like, whoa! I was sitting and watching it. Smooth. Anybody else?
So what's the one project that you go, oh my God, why did you do this?
Why did I do this?
Yeah, what's the one project that you kind of regret?
I'm pretty much a little bit okay, I can understand.
I don't, you know what, it's funny, like, two things about me. I don't get embarrassed and I don't have regrets. Because I truly believe that you can't look at anything you do and regret.
I have some just
You have to say, I did it for this reason, and I will learn from that experience.
I just go pick up a Daniel.
You know, otherwise, I think if you live with regret, it means that you don't. You either do things for the wrong reason, and somehow.
No, I didn't ask him because I was getting
I don't. I mean, everything I do, I say, well, because I think most people who aren't locked up in prison or don't do crack on a Thursday through Friday, like Tuesday night or something, you know, kind of say to themselves, I'm doing this because at this point in my life, at this moment, this is probably the best option I have. You know, not many people take the wrong option, you know, unless it's self-destructive. So once again, they don't apply this conversation. But so for me, I've always tried to take what I think is the best road, best avenue at all times. You know, because you weigh up the pros and the cons of the situation. You say, well, this is going to make that happen. I'll do this. I mean, I have the ability to analyze, and I say this to you guys since you're young still, and you know what you love to do, and then follow it with a passion. But along the way, you can't take things personally if they don't land where you want them to land, and that you can't become bitter for it. Because there's such a greater force out there, especially in the acting world, that determines where you end up. You know, you could be the most charming, happy-going, easiest person to work with, have the greatest talent in the world, most likely you will end up rising to the top. But if you don't, and it takes you 2, 3, 4 yeyears, you can't allow that to turn you into a bitter person. So I don't have any regrets, right? I mean, I regret being here today, but.
We're lucky it's nice out here.
Yeah, it's nice.
This should be a card for Kevin but memory. Not far from the corner, right behind the corner.
You know, I always get asked the question like, you know, do you want to move on to this, move on to that? It's tough because the thing I have right now going for me is very solid employment. You know, and look, if I was 20, in my early 20s, I didn't have a family, I didn't have a mortgage, and you know, all the things that life allows you to acquire as you age. Quite possibly, you know, I could, but what's interesting is you look at the standard of soap and the people who leave the greener pastures and don't get there and want to come back.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Howard Stern talking to some girl who was on Star Trek, one of those shows, and she wanted to leave and pursue movies. And he said, no, listen, I'm telling you, I tell every single actor on TV show, if they want you, they will come and get you. George Clooney's a living example of it. He was on ER, they wanted to do Batman, they said, we'll work with your schedule, and he moved forward. So I mean, to leave a job where you think that you have the possibility of booking a role, because it's such a difficult business, film especially, because there's so many X factors. And the number one X factor is, you know, you have to be able to put bums in seats, because people are going to leave the house and go and see you. Then if it's an ensemble cast, generally the director's got like a friend or producer knows someone, someone knows someone. It's like winning the lottery. It's a very, and nowadays there's less being made. Everything's big budget. You know, it's like the whole way they do everything now is changing. So, you know, and I'm contracted in a way where I can only do a certain amount of days. We work 50 weeks in a year. If I want to take time off, I've got to request the time off. I have to get 6 weeks notice at a minimum. So it's difficult to turn around and say, there's been a couple of things which I was going to go and do, but the downside of being written out or not being able to come back when I wanted to come back outweighed the upside of the projects that I passed with. Or then with my show, for example, it's with CBS. If there's a recurring role in an ABC show that they want to book me on, CBS will be like, no, you can't do it. On CBS, they're going to say, yeah, you can go and do it.
Yeah, because I've seen people on CBS shows that are so.
Yes. Or you'll never see me on Dancing with the Stars, ever. I'd love to.
Would you like to?
Yeah, I would, but it's ABC. Everyone who's done it, Kelly Monaco, ABC. ABC, who's the told it?
Oh, because I would think
Ryan, he died on my children.
Camera
Matheson. Yeah, Lisa Renner. So, Aiden Turner, ABC. It's all ABC. Yeah.
You want to show us some?
No. You can show me some moves. We have 10.
It's all tangled there, Daniel.
And not you, your brain cells. No.
Okay, so this morning I got a message from you. And I was wondering, is that actually you?
Yes.
Yes.
What did I say?
On the event that it is all English.
Yes. Yeah, somebody's. Was that you? Yeah, you want to bring your 11-year-old? Hey, no. Hey. Yeah, you asked me the Roosevelt said. No, it's always me. It's me. And where's Angela? There's Angela. Angela helps me run the fan page. Because sometimes I just don't have time. And so I don't want to stop saying it. Yeah, I try, with my Twitter, I'm a little more laissez-faire. Oh, you can say that up there, you guys speak French. I'm a little more laissez-faire with with my tweeting and what I say. But at the same time, well, I think I might create like an alter ego tweet. So I carry so I can really just say all the stuff I want to say. So.
That's always works like this.
Oh really?
I was in Greece that was like,
Oh really?
girlfriends of like, CBS said
No, I have to think about oral hygiene.
sorry?
I have to think about oral hygiene.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell them.
Yeah.
What's an actress? Or friend?
That's fine. I just wanted to smell your breath. No, I just
No,
like
wait.
this.
No, she's
I'm
Love it.
I think you retweeted that actually.
I probably did.
I sent them a text right after.
It smells like amazing. Mentos. No, actually, on an oral hygiene tip, because we, to go back to the kissing thing earlier, everyone's very conscious of their oral hygiene. Tongue scraping is probably the best thing you can do. Flossing is probably, I'd say, the number one, because most people who eat a lot of meat don't realize that the meat sits there and does rot. But tongue flossing, not flossing, scraping. There. Yeah. Yeah. And then rinsing with gasoline.
Yes.
There's nothing gasoline can't fix.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you have a gasoline story as well? You had a rash or something once, a gasoline cure?
No.
No? Oh. Oh, you said I know, and your head went down. I was like, oh.
I'm still strict with
I do that regularly.
Yeah. I've got a little editor.
I know.
It's like
I know. That's why I try not to drink in public.